north of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Hey, sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in.
What?
You know
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Down Seattle.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Fred Warner in on the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run the counter. Carson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
On the carry.
Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, these two rivals played two of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Carson.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They're going option play on 3rd down.
And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive.
And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry for Marlon Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Play action. Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He completes this one to Mack. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Marlon Mack. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, 49ers nothing.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Their own 41-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. Forward there. 52.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a run with Mack. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Niners 7, Seahawks 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
To Chris Carson.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
For the Seahawks.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
On the return, it's James. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
At their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. The throw right sideline here is complete, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down, right after the turnover they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Mack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go. By 20! Come on, D. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the car! 54, Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
10 at their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, that's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches at the 49ers' 12-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Myers' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Seahawks 6.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, was from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residents.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Give him 25 yards on the play there. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Let me breathe for
There we go.
you.
54. Down to lose one. Right there. 13.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That's going to be caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he almost had it defensively. It could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. J.J. Watt drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run again with Carson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
First down, Seahawks.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return.
Seahawks 12. 49ers 9. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a play fake. Garoppolo looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
36 to Mike. Bandit. Bandit. Mike 36. Mike 36. Hey, I got you. Watch 36.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch 36 to Mike.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Here we go. 180! 36! Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Watch 36. 12. To you. I'm coming after you. Jim. 11.
Garoppolo again. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got this down to the 35.
Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Samuel, the ball carrier.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
King
the 33, 2nd and 9.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. He lets it fly for Lockett, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, he'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Garoppolo.
He dumps this off to Mack.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
7.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
21. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
49er first.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
29-yard line.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On first down, it's Carson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by
the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Carson, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down, it's Carson, and flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And they run the option on 2nd down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
The handoff to Chris Carson.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Is 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.